And this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard with a you never know what's going to happen moment. And that could include nobody ever seeing this video. So I am going to do some strange stuff as quickly as possible because the sun is fading and I think a puddle of white paint would be a good start. And I know that I left some edge catchers, which are just what I tip my painting onto. I need a heavy layer. I really do. Where's my Prussian blue? I think I'm just going to throw caution to the winds and do whatever, but I need a couple of layers of paint, and then I'm going to take my round front Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula number 1 as opposed to my number 5, and I am going to do my best to make everything that I've got here. I'm not even sure I can do this, but it doesn't keep me from wanting to try. Because I hate wasting paint, and there's some interesting colors in there. I have been experimenting with a large gold canvas, and I think my main objective will be to add some other colors to these to make them not so horrible. And that's going in the bucket. So, whatever will be, will be. You can never tell what I'm going to do anyway. And I've saved worse things than this before now. Well, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Except for that right there. I don't want that in there. But maybe I can cover that in the end anyway. So let's do this. And there's that Prussian blue. Let's start by giving me a bit of a tilt and see what I'm getting. Do I want something that's just short on the end? Yeah, maybe. Alright, so let's go to the bottom. What other color do I want in there? I want a color that will come out of a bottle. Yes, and that's going to work. This could just be the start. One of these days I'm just going to create a start. And maybe something won't be even remotely what I thought it might be to begin with. But it might be really cool, and we don't know that it won't be until I give up. And if you know me by now, I don't give up easily. I'm going to take all of my extra paint, come on, off my edge catcher, turn that around, and decide what to do with these colors in the sky, because I know I need more. I just know that. Yes, I'm going to do it. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do that. Maybe, no, use my Anita's metallic if I can. Oh, please just come out. Well, I did say just please come out. So I'm not doing this in a very neat fashion, I admit. And my shirt's going to have a whole new some whole new patterns of color from where I wipe my spatula. But basically, because I use an edge catcher to pull my paint and then throw it back on again, and I never really know what I'm going to get, I'm willing to take that risk. This is definitely playtime right now for me. And I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to come back. I like those white areas. Wow, those are cool actually. So maybe, maybe, I'm going to give myself, I want some dark green. That's all there is to it. And that's probably not dark green, that's probably turquoise, but that's okay, because I have dark green over here. And then I can do some weird stuff. With the textures and patterns that are just forming naturally. I like that white sky. It's not what I'm going to get if I tip it. So if I want to keep it, I'm going to have to contemplate on adding more paint and swiping it into place with my number one, my favorite. I think it's okay to use the Anita's White Metallic because I like a shimmery sky. I'm just going to nudge it right up to the paint that's there. And sort of let it relax, because while the paint is wet, all the different colors will meld with each other pretty nicely until glop begins to happen. And we haven't got any glop yet. I'm going to pull that over to the edge of my tile. And I've got red on my fingers, but it doesn't matter because there's red in the sky, so all is forgiven. We're going to have some pink sky right there. That way it'll match the top of the canvas. And I'm going to do the same thing right there. Seeming as I'm hoping I'll still like it just as much when I turn around and look at it to see. Yep, that's not bothering me. So I'm not sure what that white will be, but a lot of times if I throw some gold in things, that'll help. So let's just put a skewer in there. And then we'll use whatever comes off the skewer to make new patterns through the paint. Making adjustments, which I could actually roll, I could actually tilt this down. There goes my white. I guess if I want it back, I can add it. I like the shape of that turquoise, but it's about to be gone. Agitated paint will often sell, and so when I use my skewer and I pull things, drag them sideways, that gives paint a chance to be agitated, and it gives me a chance to have some paint that'll cover my edges. So the thicker the little, the thicker the line of paint is that I'm dragging over the edge, the better coverage I'm going to get. This is going to be very abstract, and I don't think it's going to take too awful long, and I don't want to take everything cool about that. But every time I do something new, I get something new. That was just so silly. Excuse me. I don't even know if you guys can see me over here. I'm kind of wishing you could, because I'm on the edge, very edge of my tile, because that's the way to pull the paint down over. And this is my next... Where is my turquoise? Way over there. Okay. That is my Color Shift turquoise from Folk Art. I'm kind of hoping I wasn't going to ruin that composition by doing that. And I hope I didn't. But it's got some nice things about it. So I'm not going to worry too awful much. I kind of changed all the things I loved about it, but I'll get over it. It's the end of the day. And you guys got to see that it's worth taking risks. Look for any canvas that might be showing, and a clean skewer to make any necessary integrations with. And I could do all kinds of stuff up there, which I am not going to do, no matter how much I am tempted, because I have some neat shapes. I like the layers. This is the only anomalous, really strange thing in here. And I think if I'm very clever, I might be able to shimmy it to a place where I can deal with it. Yeah, I'm just scooping paint out with my skewer, and now I'm going to send everything up and then back and then over and then over again. And then I'm going to take my spatula and see if I can separate that green I see in the sky out, because it just doesn't look right to me. And I noticed that there is other green underneath it, so let's use a straw. And call it a cloud. it's every time they make patterns, it's just so tempting to play. I'm going to torch to release the bubbles in the paint, and if I don't like exactly what I've got tomorrow, I will change it. But in the meantime, I need to take one last look right here, because I think that's going to make me happy. To put a big pink streak right in there and let it fall down over. Oh, it's an orange and pink and red and white streak on the other side of this spatula. But that doesn't matter, because we're done, pretty much. So I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint and have a quick look anywhere to see if there's anything that that bothers me so much that I need it to go away. Or if I can see some canvas like that. And I'm going to torch this toward you guys. So that's a very strange but cool scape of some kind. That might be water. That's definitely land. This is sky. Simple as that. I think that is too smooth. And I want it to go up a little bit. And I left myself some time. And I used up my paint, sort of, kind of. But I use GAC 800 in all of my acrylic paints. When I'm mixing them, I put 20% GAC into 80% paint before I add my pouring mediums, which are the recipes underneath the video, and they start out mixed 50-50, Floetrol and Deco at pouring medium. Different people use different recipes, and they work differently for different people. That was weird. Okay, new cloud. New landmass? Yep. Cool. I could like let that go down again and it would not make me unhappy. There we go. So this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio. Gallery in the backyard, telling you if you check Facebook out for Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation, you'll find other students there. And if you go to Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors, you will find other fans and collectors there. Actually, you'll only find me because nobody's allowed to post with me. There's Totes and More, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More, and there you'll find Shop Now buttons if you're looking for some merchandise or to see what I've done in the past. It links you to Fine Art America and Pixels.com, where there are thousands of things to look at. Underneath the video is our clothing, yeah, that was wrong. Is clothing from Teespring. They let me design all over shirts and leggings, and there's all kinds of stuff there. There's beach towels and coffee mugs and anything you guys decide to do to help me out, I really appreciate. And thank you for all the contributions in the past. There's a contest, there's a drawing running every month for anybody who's been a contributor. If you contribute $10 or more again, you'll be added into the contest, and if your name is drawn, you will be able to pick one of the 2 paintings this month, or $160 credit, and a copy of my book that's signed. It's an either-or proposition, and I'll send you a receipt of that if you decide you'd like to do that. I see that little piece of canvas, which is kind of strange down there. But my paintings like to have a spiral in them now and again. So I do sell my artwork. I give classes at the house in Spring Hill. I'm trying to remember, oh yes, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're looking for more videos, I have 840 of them at the current moment. Thank you for 80,000 subscribers. If you want to check out my website, it's on the end screen. It's one of those 4 squares that are on the end screens. And also, what else will you find there? Playlists. If you go to my channel header, you will find playlists. If you're looking for whatever I'm going to post the next day, the night before, go to my channel header on the community list, and you will see often, maybe not consistently, but often you will see what tomorrow's video will be. Sometimes it'll actually be the dry version before the fact. If you belong to Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, I often post the video there the night before also. So if I haven't answered all your questions, feel free to ask. I will get back to you when I can. I want to have one last look at that and make sure I don't want some pink in there. I kind of do. Yes. Yep, I'm like that. Wait till the very last second. Mess with your head. So that's my 2-minute warning. And I am going to turn that off because you'll be gone in a second anyway. And I don't mind that. That's okay with me. But now that I've got it on my spatula, I kind of want to use it. So I love you guys. You keep my morale up. You make wonderful comments, and I really appreciate you every day. I love you dearly. I hope you come again. I hope to see you soon. Probably tomorrow there will be another video if I'm lucky and I'm still here. And I'll see you then. This is Priscilla. I already said that. I'm in Spring Hill. I said that too. Bye now. Love you. Ooh, zoom in. Yes, please. I might torch again one more time before you're gone. We don't like bubbles in the paint. We need to get rid of them. They will form from having mixed pouring mediums in there. So always torch if you can.